Are you ready for me to showcase to you the most popular way to play Pendulum? That is Pendulum Magician. Why is everyone playing Pendulum Magician? Find out. Hauk into Wonder Wand. Wonder Wand doesn't miss the timing. Right. We got all our bases covered. If summoned, it will not miss the timing. Bro, my Hauk is banished. What are you doing?
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Here is our opening hand, but before we go into our plays, let's try to explain this deck a bit using the website masterduelmeta.com, using the Pendulum Magician deck type breakdown. This is not my deck list, but this is the most popular way people are playing the deck. These are the ratios. Now, while it's a very popular Pendulum deck, it's not doing well in tournaments. No tournaments, but if we take off the tournament filter, it's getting Diamond 1. So we all know that Pendulums are really confusing because they have a ton of card text. Well, I'll tell you the main priority with this deck is to get a low scale and a high scale, just like any Pendulum deck. And the best low scale is going to be the Oath Dragon. Oath Dragon is going to be your low scale. Your high scale is going to be your limited to one double Iris Magician. That's going to be your high scale. And if you don't have this in your hand or able to search it, the other high scale you want to prioritize is going to be the Black Fang Magician. So those are going to be the main scales you want to use, your low and high scales. Now, Duelist Alliance can help you search for a Pendulum Call, or the Duelist Alliance can help you search for a double Iris Magician because it has this secret effect. As you can see right there, this card is always treated as a Pendulum Dragon card, and Duelist Alliance will search for a Pendulum card. Pendulum Call, Pendulum Dragon. Pendulum Call, you'll discard a card to search for 2 cards. So after you set up your low scale and high scale, your other main priority is going to be the Harmonizing Magician. Oh my. On summon, on Pendulum Summon, she will summon a monster from the deck and she is a tuner. So what you could do right away, if you Pendulum Summon her, you get to make a Baron de Fleur. Right away, you're going to summon a level 6 monster alongside her, which will be the Oath Magician from the deck. And now you got an easy Baron de Fleur. And if you have another monster on the field, you're going to use the Oath effect as a Pendulum scale, because it's your prioritized Pendulum scale, to add back your Harmonizing Magician back to the hand. Guess what? You have not used up your normal summon. You can now normal summon your Harmonizing Magician alongside your Baron de Fleur and hopefully another monster you Pendulum summoned to make a Crystron Hauk. Crystron Hauk is going to then summon your Tuning Magician. Now, if you have double Magicians in your Pendulum scales, which you are prioritizing, she has the special ability of summoning herself back on the field from the graveyard. So with the Crystron Hauk summoning her onto the field, you could go into a Link 3, summon her back on the field, and then you can make a Crystron, not a Crystron, you can make the Access Code Talker. But an even better play is with Crystron Hauk and the Tuning Magician, you're going to be able to do an Artifact Dagda combo into a Verte Anaconda. So if you can make a Crystron Hauk summoning the Tuning Magician while you have double Magicians, then you are set up for Dagda Artifact Scythe into DPE. Artifact Scythe is going to lock your opponent out of the extra deck. Now let's see all of that applied. Now you know the priorities of the low scale, the high scale, the Harmonizing Magician, the Baron de Fleur, the Crystron Hauk. Let's see that in action. Ready? Let's go. Well, looks like I already have my priorities, my low scale, my high scale. How convenient. Come forth and summon my Harmonizing Magician and another monster, so that's even more ideal. So now I can make the Baron de Fleur as I described, and then without even using my normal summon, I could add back the Harmonizing Magician to then normal summon it. Very good. Now I can normal summon the Harmonizing Magician. I can make the Crystron Hauk. This is exactly what we described in the quick little overview. Crystron Hauk, let's go. Now how do we make the Dagda play? Crystron Hauk is going to come forth and summon the Tuning Magician. We're going to make Artifact Dagda. Now we have to activate a card effect on our side of the field to trigger its effect. It's not trigger, it's a quick effect to set an Artifact Scythe from our deck or hand. Well, the Tuning Magician, since we have 2 magicians, come forth and summon. She then activates for some weird reason, pretty much just to trigger the Dagda. We're going to Dagda, now set Scythe. And now with the Dagda and the Tuning Magician, we got DPE to pop the Scythe during the opponent's turn to lock them out of their extra deck, instant win. This is the instant auto 100%, 1000% win rate deck if you get this combo. So now we got DPE, but guess what? We have another play. Because if you might be thinking, all right, DPE, Artifact Scythe, Baron to Floor, Omni Negate. What else can you do? Is that all this deck could do? No, there's more. Ready? Baron to Floor or DPE can now pop your Iris Magician. You're about to see why this is limited to 1. Get popping. I can't do this if you had the Pendulum Call because it's indestructible. The Iris Magician is now going to grab the Time Pendulum Graph. That is another disruption. This will destroy our Magician Scale and pop a card in the field. So pop, Scythe, negate, let's go, mate. We're playing against the best deck, by the way. Sword Soul, come at me. Pot of Desires, I'm going to negate. Very good. Okay, cross out Designate. How about negate? Well, now, you're done. You're done. You're not drawing 2. Now, we used up our Baron to Floor negate. I'm not going to say that I think this is even a good negate, but I'm essentially playing with my food. I'm going to use up this negate so we can actually use our other cards, because my biggest fear right now is that he surrenders before I get to use any of my plays. Please, do something worthy of me activating my other cards. Hey, Ecclesia. That's great. Ecclesia summon the Mo Yi. Mo Yi is going to reveal, summon a token. Now it's going to be time to DPE Scythe. Let's get to it. Scythe is going to get popped. We're wiping out the token. Scythe is going to come forth and summon. Called by the freaking grave. Okay, geez. Baron to Floor negating that would have been great. Now, he's able to use his extra deck. Uh-oh. Baron to Floor used up. DPE used up. He's going to activate the Sword Soul Emergence, grabbing the Long Yun. Get Long Yunnin'. Long Yun, discard, come forth and summon. Summon a token. You know what? Tokens are legal. Time Pendulum Graph. Pop it. That's it. You're done. Fool. Ooh, what is our priority? Our priority is to get our low scale, our high scale, and our harmonizing magician. Well, it looks like we have our low scale. We don't have harmonizing magician, and we don't have our high scale. So perfect. Pendulum Call will search too. Great. Let's go. Pendulum Call, I'm going to discard the Joker. Why discard the Joker? What the heck? Because I want to normal summon my Harmonizing Magician. This eats up our normal summon. This also eats the Ash. But you know why we don't need to eat the Ash for the Joker? We got a Crossout Designate. If we didn't have Crossout Designate, then maybe I would have summoned the Joker to try to eat the Ash, and then I would Pendulum Call. Because this getting Ashed is totally not cool. Grabbing the Harmonizing, grabbing the High Scale. We had low scale, we grabbed the high scale, and we got the Harmonizing Magician. That's the main play. And we have another monster to use within the Pendulum Summon. Perfect. Low scale, high scale. It's a very simple Pendulum deck, I think so. Maxi, I believe I will negate. Yes, I will. Negate the Maxi. You will not be drawing per special summon because I'm about to special summon a lot. I think you would draw 6 cards. Yeah. Let's not even calculate that. You can count this right here if you want. I might be thinking, well, Dkayed, you're going to get Nibiru'd if you're going to summon so much. Oh, no, I won't. I am not getting Nibiru'd. We're going to Pendulum summon the Harmonizing. Harmonizing is going to activate. So we've summoned 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. You can't Nibiru because Baron will negate. So this is Nibiru proof. Add back the Harmonizing, and because I did not use up my normal summon with the Joker to eat the Ash, because I already had the Crossout Designate, I'm going to normal summon my Harmonizing Magician, make my Kristron Hulk. Let's go. Get Shokanen. Kristron Hulk is the way. Thank you very much. Come forth and summon Harmonizing Magician into the Artemis. We're going to link them off into Dagda. Now, you could Tuning Magician come forth and special summon, then make the Dagda and leave up the Kristron Hulk. And I'm going to show you a combo with that right after this. Come forth, Tuning Magician, triggering the Dagda. Very good. Get setting with my Scythe. And then we're going to make our Anaconda. Anaconda, get ready. We are here. We are top tier. We got DPE, we got Scythe, we got Baron to floor, we got lock them out of the extra deck, and it's all through the simple priority of low scale, high scale, harmonizing magician, and then just go through the plays. You got the plays, you got the ways. Sometimes you won't be able to Baron to floor. If we didn't have that extra monster, instead of Baron to floor, we would then just make DPE and Scythe. Just DPE and Scythe. Just lock them out of their extra deck. That's a scoop. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, allow me to show you a DPE Scythe combo without using DPE. You got the Artifact Scythe, and let's say your DPE gets disrupted in some way, maybe your Anaconda gets negated, but you still have your Scythe and you still have your Christian Hauck. So let me show you that play. We're going to Christian Hauck, and I'm not gonna need my normal summon. So let's pretend like we already used up our normal summon. We're just gonna Christian Hauck. That's it. Christian Hauck, activate, come forth and summon the Tuning Magician from the hand or the deck. Now, you're going to want to make the Artemis. Artemis is important because we're going to leave the Christian Hauck on the field. So this is going to be a very cool combo. Get ready for this. We're going to now be summoning the Tuning. Tuning is going to summon itself onto the field since we have double Magician. And now we're going to make the Artifact Dagda. Get Dag done. Now, let's assume we don't have a way to trigger the Artifact Dagda to set the Scythe. We could do it during the opponent's turn. Now, in this circumstance, I could activate this to trigger the Dagda. If you could trigger the Dagda, do it. Now, I'm going to be toggling on. If you don't know what that is, it's on the screen right there. Toggle on. Now, get ready. Alrighty, summoned. It's time to get clapping. It's time to get flaming. We're going to chain the Dagda to set the Scythe. You're not ready for this. You are not ready for this. Set the Scythe. Come forth. Christian Hauck's doing something. Did you forget? TG Wonder Magician. But wait, there's a lot more. Pop the Scythe. Don't forget, we're going to do something else. We're going to do something else. Scythe, come forth. Summon onto the field. Activate. Lock them out of their extra deck. Essentially, delete their extra deck. But wait, there's more. Then we use the other effect of TG Wonder Magician to make Baron de floor. You are locked out of the extra deck. We have a Baron de floor, and you can do this with just a Christian Hauck. Completely locked out with an Omni negate. Is that not crazy, mate? That's what this deck could do. Final Duel Maxi Challenge. Pop, pop, pop. Come forth. Let's check for Ash. You got the Ash, I have the outs. You think you got me? I got Call by the Grave. Activate. Tuning. If he negates Anaconda, how bad is that? Tuning. Tuning. We're going to play around him imperm negating Anaconda. Dagda with these two. Will make... What are you negating? Bro! That gives you 400 life points and I lose 400! Oh my Jesus! What kind of negate was that? Let's go! Dagda. Oh, Jesus. Oath Dragon. Get Oath and chain in the Dagda. Dagda set Scythe with the Pendulum Graph. Scythe. And we have our normal summon. So we're going to normal summon, and when he negates the Anaconda, we still win. He's got double impermanence. Double imperm, double imperm. And we still win. Bruh. Let's go. Let's go. This will be glorious. If it negates our DPE, we still win. Can you believe that? Oh, geez. Gamma negates. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We still win. We still win. We have Artifact Scythe. We have Baron to Floor. We have Pendulum Graph. Woo! It's time to lock him out of the extra deck. Hauk into Wonder Wand. Wonder Wand doesn't miss the timing. Right. We got all our bases covered. If summoned, it will not miss the timing. Bro, my Hauk is banished. What are you doing? It's not in the grave. It's banished. Oh no, you banished my Anaconda. You're not gonna get punished for that. Guaranteed. Wander Magician. Scythe activate. This is where he calls. This is called by the grave. This is where you call by the grave. Focus. Yes! Yes! You are locked out of the extra deck. You're locked out. Wonder Magician. And I got a bear on the floor. I think we have to Pendulum Graph pop the token so he does not Vishuda. I'm gonna time Pendulum Graph, I think. Token, be gone. Woo! Let's go. Ain't happening, mate. Yes! Let's go. Sword Soul defeated. This is the deck list, and you can use the website, masterduelmeta.com. I'm not telling you to play it this way. This is the way I'm playing it. So no one could ever accuse me of misleading people because I literally provide the website that shows you the way to play decks. So if I click on any of the Pendulum cards, I click on Electromite after the search. We searched it. There you go. Clicked on it. Here's Pendulum Magician. Here's the breakdown on how you can play it. Here's how everyone else is playing it. I'm not playing Purple Poison just for room. I like it. It's good. The Celestial Magician, it's good, especially with the Performapal Pendulum Sorcerer. It's good. I'm not playing them, though, just for room, okay? This is my version, Here we go. And as you saw from the gameplay, the priority is going to be you want the low-scale Oath Dragon, and you want the high-scale Iris Magician or the Black Fang Magician. And after you have the low-scale and high-scale, you want the Harmonizing Magician in the hand to Pendulum Summon. When you Pendulum Summon the Harmonizing Magician, you summon the level 6 monster from the deck, because that's what she does on summon, and then you can make a Baron to Floor, or if Baron to Floor is the only play you can make, then you don't make Baron to Floor. You instead go into Crystron Hauk summon Tuning Magician. Now, you only do the Tuning Magician play if both of your scales are Magician monsters. So you have Magician Oath Dragon, you have Magician Iris, and then you get to, off of what you saw in the gameplay, with the Crystron Hauk and the Tuning Magician, you can make the Dagda. You could leave the Crystron Hauk on the field by making the Artemis, then resummon the Tuning, then make the Dagda, then set the Scythe, and then with the Crystron Hauk, you can make the Wonder Magician pop the Scythe, or you're going to make the DPE with Anaconda. So it's a very, very simple deck of just focus on Harmonizing Magician, and if you have the Tuning Magician play, you go into the Anaconda and Scythe, and if you're going second, generally going first, I don't like making the Electromite play. Electromite going second is really good for Electromite into Selene, into Access Code Talker. So that is nuts. Electromite, Selene, Access Code Talker, wipe up the field, win. Very consistent deck. The Pendulum Magician is the most popular deck, and it's simple. There you go. Let's go.